Do you just want to see what the light's gonna look like?
No, I'm recording.
Oh. Then I need to narrate.
No.
Oh. Oh look, the Empire's still going. Right out your window.
Okay, I'm calling Tommy. We're about to go over.
Thomas Sawyer?
Nick, Benny, and Don are about to go visit Tommy and his mommy. Hi, is this Tommy? Hey, this is Don. Good. Are we still good? We're just about to head on over. Okay, I'm bringing my friends Nick and Benny, their boyfriends, and Mormon.
It's me.
Yeah, we'll have a little chat. Okay, I'll be over probably in about 10 minutes. Okay, see you then. Bye.
On what kind of a level was he excited?
He's like, oh, okay, yeah. No, that's good.
I'm kind of excited for the mom.
I know.
I hope
so
I
we
can
gotta
push,
get a game plan.
I hope I can push her buttons a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
I'm into pushing mother's buttons.
Okay, let's go. Stop.
Okay, stop.
It's
not working?
Well, did it say RAC when you were recording?
I think so. That was fairly alarming.
Not happening.
My girls, hello.
We're stuck outside in the rain.
We're sheltered, Don. Come on.
Oh, it's opening.
Maybe
we didn't hear it.
Maybe that was what's happening.
What about the second one? Oh, try again. That's like ours. Try one more time. Crap. It buzzed, but we missed it. I got it.
Make it?
That's like ours. Right here.
We don't have any issues, sorry.
I'm Tommy.
Hey, I'm Benny.
Benny
Hi,
and Nick.
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Tommy.
What's going on? Covering which is good.
Benny, we do not do that.
Yeah.
It's coming down.
So they moved to a bigger house. This is
Hi.
my mother.
How are you?
I'm eating my first New York City bagel.
Oh my god, it's so amazing.
From
Hi, I'm Benny.
H&H, which is right down the street.
Yeah,
Benny.
Real
Benny.
good. I love it.
Don.
I'm Don.
Oh, you're Dawn.
Hi, I'm Nick.
And this is Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys too.
So wait, you say you're just moving here for how long?
Well, I'm going back to BYU August 31st.
My alma
So
mater.
I'm just in New York for like a week, and then I'm going back up to upstate New York. So
Oh.
What did you say?
Are you just staying
it's
with
really
someone
like
here?
a visit.
American
Well,
Are you just...
the people that I work for in New York, in like Plattsburgh, like 6 hours north, own this apartment, and it's in between subletters. Like one subletter moved out last night, and so we came in this morning, and then there's another one moving in August 15th. Yeah, like in elders quorum at BYU and stuff, they get into their, everyone just gets on like a group think type thing, and they're all just sort of snowballing down the same path, and if they're talking about homosexuality, then they'll just start talking about how it's wrong and God this and God that. But then if I'm at BYU and this happens next year, I wasn't ready for it last year, but if it happens this year, I'll totally do it. I'll just raise my hand and be like, well, you're talking about me, and I don't really,
Are you worried? How long have you been going to school?
I just got out of my freshman year.
But are you worried? Because I remember when I was there, it seemed like times are changing, but it seemed like such a witch hunt. Because if something happens, like, are you worried? We were always worried. Well, if they find out you're gay, you'll get kicked out of school, and then all your tuition and all the time and energy you went in, and blah blah blah. They're not going to let you graduate, etc., etc., etc. But I think times have changed a lot. Like, did you watch Clark's videos?
I
Like,
did.
Clark was out while he was there. But he was there right after me, and attitudes are already changing. And they're like, well, as long as you don't, have a
Yeah.
relationship, or as long as you don't get physical, then it's okay. So,
Well, as long as
but-
you're just following the standards.
yeah, but like, Carlos, who was in another one of the videos, he just got married to his boyfriend down in Costa Rica. But I remember he got a Broadway show, and he came here, and he was doing all his stuff correspondence, like trying to graduate. And I know other people who have, and they're like living with their boyfriend, but they're like, we have to keep this really secret, and I have to go to the bishop because I don't want all those like 4 years of
Right.
school and tuition to be wasted. So that kind of like hangs over your head.
Well, I only have 1 year of school under my belt, and it was all paid through like scholarships and stuff. And next year is scholarship, so it's pretty much free. So it's
And your credits would transfer if anything ever happened, but
and like last year, it was like second semester when I sort of came out, and there was a lot of people. Well, like pretty much everyone who was my friend I told, and there was one kid who reacted negatively, and everybody else was really good. And I had a bad experience with my stake president, but with my bishop, he was totally cool with it. I mean, he didn't know that I was anticipating dating boys and stuff. But other than that, we had some really good talks, and I feel like fostered some understanding. And like this girl who I'm really good friends with, she's like, I know I shouldn't like support you pursuing relationships with guys and stuff, and that's what the church tells me, but I don't know, I just do. I think it's so cool, and I'm so excited for you, and it's all so happy, and pretty much everybody was really good to me, so I really...
yeah, people don't believe me. I don't, like, there's a lot of members, like, or people in the church, they, like, write responses, but they don't understand, like, boots on the ground when you're there and people are talking to you. Most members, they know what they're supposed to believe, and they kind of parrot that, but inside, they don't really feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, when you talk to them one-on-one, just you, at least nowadays, people are like, all my friends that I went to school with, or people are there now, they're like, yeah, I know, yeah. They're like, well, I support you, but technically I can't.
Yeah.
But I think it also depends, like what you were just saying. You said that, I think next year if I'm in like priesthood or something like that, someone says something, be prepared. I have a very personal experience with this. I got up in testimony meeting and pretty much said that, how close I felt with God, how much I love Jesus Christ, and I said, and I feel like I've been able to gravitate so much closer to that because of my boyfriend, who I love so much and is the love of my life, and has taught me, because I understand what that real love is, I now have a better understanding of God's love for me, that unconditional, because I never felt that before. And and everyone in there was like, and so my bishop came and talked to me and was like, I think that Don's right. I think that the people one-on-one are really good, but the minute you bring it open into the church, it gets messy. They don't, they'll tell you. I was in his office right after sacrament meeting. He was like, you can never do that again.
Right. And I think coming out like that might be a bad idea. Maybe it's just
A fantasy.
Yes, a fantasy.
No. My whole ward knew I was gay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I was already out. I was already out, and I was up there, and I just felt like I was in the moment, and everyone knew I was gay. And he'd come to the meeting, he'd come to church with me, and he'd come to, and there's one other time in Sunday school that they were doing that they were talking about. The lesson was on trials, and the girl that was giving the lesson was saying, my brother's gay. It's been very trying on our family. It's been very difficult. And there's just said, he's so conflicted and so sad and so dark, and I was like, and then I was just like, well, I'm gay and I feel really happy, and I can still love the gospel, and I can still do these things, and I think that it helped a lot of people.
Well, because then you said the trial isn't being gay. That's not.
Yeah, the trial isn't being gay. The trial's how people treat you being gay. That's what's hard about it, is how people deal with it. Not being gay, you don't think about how hard it is to be gay. You think about how hard it is, everyone bugging you about it and being like, and so I just think that it's, I think that helped people. I think you will be able to do a lot of good there.